There's no better time to find out what Mazda can offer you than right now. Get 0.9% financing for 60 months on the new 24 Mazda CX-50, named an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus Award winner. Save thousands on your new Mazda right now at Team Mazda on Airline.
And good morning again, everybody. Thanks so much for being with us. Maybe flipping on over from the mothership to WAFB Plus and 9 News Now, or if you don't watch that stuff over there and you're joining us here, okay. Let's talk a little bit about the forecast as you wake up and get out to it. A Monday where it's just warm. 80, actually 78. Hey, 78! Look what you did.
No, that's a little behind. It's 81 now. Yeah.
Man, I looked at it. I'm like, wow, that's really awesome. Not at all. Not awesome at all.
No, definitely nothing awesome about stepping outside this morning, and not so much about what we're facing today either. Heat advisory in effect for almost our entire viewing area, the exception being right along the immediate coast. That runs from noon through 7 o'clock this evening. We're talking about heat index numbers that could peak around 110 this afternoon. Skyline view looking over downtown Baton Rouge this morning shows clear skies, and with that, it is going to heat up in a hurry. So we did get down to 78 at 6 a.m. after being at or above 80 most of the night, but back up to 81 already now that the sun is up. Feeling like 88 here at 7 o'clock in the morning. So temperatures range from the mid 70s to low 80s. New Orleans also 81, Lafayette and even 80 degrees. It will continue to heat up rather quickly. I've got mid 90s at noon. We'll go with a high of 97 today. That would match what we had yesterday. Again, the heat index, though, peaking around 110, what it feels like when you combine the temperature and humidity. We do expect some afternoon storms, rain chances running about 30 to 40%. Let's give you a look at that here on Futurecast, the graph model. Through the morning, mainly dry. It shows a few spotty showers showing up by lunchtime into the afternoon. You get the idea, nothing terribly widespread, but a scattering of showers and a few storms. 6 o'clock this evening, early evening, still a few around. And then as we get to sunset and beyond, whatever has developed, that will diminish pretty quickly. So the heat index is going to be a significant concern here, I think, right on through the week. The highest values may very well be today and tomorrow, peaking near 110, but it's only a slight drop in those numbers the second half of the week. Still, I have it topping above 105 on most days. Could get back close to 110 by late this week on into the weekend. The source of the hot weather, that's a high-pressure dome centered a little bit west of us, but certainly we're under the influence of it. Did want to point out that little weak tropical system we were tracking, that's right along the coast of Mexico, and the threat of anything coming to that has come to an end. Now, we do expect some rain here through the week, and the Weather Prediction Center showing generally an inch or less on average, although those amounts could be higher in spots where we do get a few storms developing. But I'm highlighting today and tomorrow with that first alert, given the heat concerns. Heat advisory today. I think we're likely to get another tomorrow. What you'll note, though, is not only is it going to be hot, we do at least have some scattered storms around. Rain chances running 40 to 50%. Now, keep highs in the mid 90s through the end of the week on into the weekend. Don't be surprised to get some upper 90s returning by the weekend. Overall, no significant relief from the heat showing up in our 10-day outlook. 7:06 now with a check on your Monday morning drive. Here's Johnny.
Starting to see a little traffic coming out of Denham Springs for our first time this morning. Been keeping an eye on that for you, even though we've been focused on the Atchafalaya Basin and north and southbound Airline Highway up in the northern part of the parish, just north of Greenville Springs Road, between Greenville Springs Road and Plank. That's a little busy. Atchafalaya Basin still a little slow this morning following complete closure of the westbound side early in the morning. That is definitely starting to improve a little bit, if you will, but off again, on again, still slow traffic approaching the Whiskey Bay overpass as you head toward Lafayette, back down to about an hour to get you over there. So it is moving, but it's definitely slower than we like to see. Meanwhile, back here in Baton Rouge, this is I-12 near Millerville, so O'Neill to Millerville, coming out of Denham. On I-12 westbound, a little slow-moving traffic in that area. And from our Gordon McKernan First Alert traffic camera network, from the 1012 to downtown, your drive is about 4 minutes. Let's look at some of those other drive times, too. Bridge traffic's fine this morning. So 4 minutes to the downtown area from the merge, 15 coming in from Denham, which is not bad, and 16 is normal coming out of Gonzales. 7:07, some of the headlines you might have missed this morning on WAFB 9 News this morning. Lisco taking some time off. Matt Williams back with a couple of headlines for you right after a short break. Do stay with us.
Folks, it's 7:08. Let's get you through some of the headlines as we start that Monday morning for you. Actually, just in the newsroom earlier this hour, EMS saying that one person in the hospital, serious condition. This is after an overnight shooting. Told to happen about midnight near Antioch and Doyle. You know where that is? Now, we're working with police to learn a bit more about the investigation. If you can help folks out, you know the number to dial. It's going to be Crime Stoppers at 344-STOP. Okay, as that's going on, the crazy weather from coast to coast is just continuing. The extreme heat, the dangerous flooding in the Midwest and West. You got crazy heat out west. They're just now beginning to get out of a heat dome out northeast. It continues to be a big-time headline maker. And the flooding, the parts of the Midwest, think like Iowa, that kind of thing, they don't expect any more rain today, but the waters could continue because the swollen rivers to their north are headed their way. So, yeah, a lot of folks dealing with those crazy weather conditions as they push through these just beginning to be summer months. And so with all that, think about the rain and the rivers down here. You got some waterways closed in Livingston Parish still, right? We're hoping that they might be able to open them up a little bit as we got through the weekend. Well, the Amite is still shut down from Weir South into Lake Maurepas. It's just not going down as quickly as they wanted to see, making it potentially dangerous for some folks. So again, closed to recreational boating there, some waterways in Livingston Parish. Again, we'll let you know once they decide to maybe open that stuff back up. You see this video from the Baton Rouge Fire Department? I mean, right now this is a vacant building, and the very good news here is nobody got hurt. Take a little sip of water here. I tell you what, they put a lot of water on that. Abandoned building. When they got there, North Acadian, kind of near North Acadian Thruway and North Street, fully engulfed, second story. Knocked it down in about 30 minutes. Didn't spread anywhere else. Trying to figure out what caused that fire, though, so we'll keep you in the know there as well. Former President Donald Trump expected to be in New Orleans today. It's a fundraiser. Now, here's the thing. Those involved are not telling folks who aren't involved with it where it's actually happening. So if you want to know where it is, you got to buy a ticket. Ticket to this is $3,300. And if you want to be a part of like kind of the VIP, so to speak, be a part of like a roundtable discussion, that's apparently going to cost you about $250,000. So it's the first time that the former president's been in New Orleans since what? July of last year. We'll see what where the discussions lead them. All right, moving on for you as well today. From that to Press Club. Chancellor of Southern University, John K. Pierre, set to speak. You know, this is actually going to be the first time he's stepping up there at this particular podium since Southern University split the job of chancellor and president into two different jobs. You know, one oversees one particular campus, the other one oversees a system as a whole, that kind of a thing, chancellor, president. So we'll see what he has to say. Doors opening up at 11:30 this morning. How about this? EBR Human Services Consortium, trying to create a way to better tap in to the resources available in EBR and make sure that folks in the area know what is available to them and how to access that. Well, they are establishing now this services consortium. It begins at 2 o'clock this afternoon, starting to have these conversations, and what this may actually lead to, we'll see where the conversations end up taking them. Speaking of conversations, new bridge. Hey, that's the new bridge. When are we talking about that? We've been talking about this for seemingly ever. Well, the Capital Area Road and Bridge District meeting getting together today at the state capitol, talking about the very latest in that possible connection across the Mississippi River, so we'll keep you in the know. Also, the new city of St. George. They're the swearing in of the St. George officials today, 6:30 this evening. Also, this conversation, they're going to request that 2% sales tax now begin to be transferred from EBR into the transition district. That should be an interesting conversation, so we'll let you know what happens there. EBR Metro Council, meanwhile, they are dealing with a potential lawsuit as they kind of look to maybe have conversations about the district map, what it looks like, how far will this go. We'll keep you in the know. And speaking of conversations, again, let's get you back out to the state capitol. What about your tax policy? Could state income tax be eliminated or at least trimmed down? Lawmakers are looking to have that conversation as well. Do you have any books laying around your little part of the world that you could maybe be, well, this is actually a whole nother story right here. This is the state real estate market or the EBR Metro real estate market, that kind of thing. Matt Venezia was live this morning talking about buyers or sellers markets. You can jump online and find his story right there waiting for you. Now, about those books, do you have anything that could be donated, K through 12, that kind of thing? The back to school book drive is right around the corner, so we want to make sure that you have an opportunity to donate those books and kids have what they need to get going. Now, gentlemen, I ask you, have you ever walked in a fashion show? Ever walked the runway?
Can't say I have.
Joey B has, and so has his friend Justin Jefferson. Have you seen look at this, here you go, hit play, hit play on this. This is Vogue World, just yesterday.
What?
It's got to be for the pads, right?
Somebody tell him he's got a tear in the back and a tail.
So, well, you know, they can do whatever the heck they want. Look at that. Now make it back safely, fellas. Oh, look, he's got the red shoes on too. You saw the soles of this? Oh, man. Joey B and Justin Jefferson looking as great as always.
The front view looks, you know, pretty.
And then you see the
BA, you know where I'm going.
And then that. No?
I'm a little confused.
Are you confused?
It's like somebody cut out a giant guitar pick in this.
Johnny, comments?
I've walked in fashion shows before, but not with body parts showing.
Is this new? Body parts.
Body parts.
What kind of fashion show are you? Man, you never know on the plus, do you?
Look, where are you going?
If you're ready for a do-it-all vehicle with smooth handling and smart interior styling, look no further than the new 2024 Honda CR-V. Once again named a Car and Driver's 10 Best Trucks and SUV list. Come save on your new CR-V right now at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.